Picture a game of gully cricket. The bowler bowls, the batsman swings, and the ball goes crashing right through a neighbor's window. Without an umpire or a clear set of rules, the game instantly dissolves into a massive shouting argument. Take that neighborhood game and scale it up. Imagine trying to coordinate a match with 1.4 billion players all at once. Without agreed-upon rules, that single argument would turn into nationwide chaos. To prevent that chaos, India created its foundational rulebook. Adopted in 1950, it is called the Constitution, or the Samvidan. This rulebook guarantees that every single player, no matter their background, gets a fair chance to participate. We call these protections our fundamental rights. But it also outlines how we are expected to behave on the field. To keep the game going smoothly, players have to respect the field and each other. Those are our fundamental duties. A book sitting on a shelf cannot run a game by itself. To put these rules into action, India relies on a three-part system of teams to execute the playbook. The first of the three teams is the legislature. They operate right here, out of the national parliament. Think of them as the rule committee. Their entire job is to sit down, debate, and pass the laws, the Kanun, that govern how the country runs. This diagram shows how the committee is split into two distinct halves, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. When someone wants to introduce a new rule, it usually starts on one side as a proposal, or a bill, and then has to be sent over to the other side for review. Both halves of this committee must look at the proposal and agree on it before that new rule is officially added to the playbook. There is a strict boundary here. This team's power is limited to writing the rules. They do not step out onto the field to actually run the daily plays of the country. The second team is the executive. Their sole job is to take those rules and execute them on the ground. They run the country day to day. The captain of this executing team is the Prime Minister. They take the lead on putting policies into actual motion. One person cannot run a whole country alone, so the captain relies on a council of ministers. Think of them as specialized coaches managing specific sectors of the field. One builds the highways, another manages the finances, and another focuses on defense. Above the captain is the President of India. They act as the ceremonial head coach, formally overseeing the administration and signing off to ensure everything is in proper order. The executive holds the power to take action and spend money, but they are legally bound to only execute plays that the legislature has already written into the rulebook. What happens when a player breaks a rule? Or what happens if the government treats a citizen unfairly? That requires a national umpire, the judiciary, led at the very top by the Supreme Court. To make sure their decisions are completely fair, the judiciary is kept separate from both the rulemakers and the action takers. Total neutrality is required. As this flowchart shows, if a citizen is unlawfully detained or wronged, they have a tool for a direct challenge called a writ. It works much like a DRS challenge in cricket. It lets you bypass lower hurdles and go straight to the top to demand fairness. The judiciary exists to ensure that no matter how powerful a politician or a specific team becomes, everyone must submit to the Constitution. This three-part system works through separation of powers. It ensures no single team takes over the entire game. They constantly balance each other out. If one branch grabs too much power, the other two pull them right back into line. If we shift our eyes away from the field and toward the 1.4 billion people in the stands, the structure of power becomes even clearer. These powerful positions in the government are temporary. The teams do not get to choose themselves. Every few years, we have a scheduled moment of control, elections, or chunav. This is when the public decides who gets to wear the jersey. The ink marked on a voter's finger during an election is the source of all power in the country. It is how the crowd tells the teams how the game will be played. In this massive game, the players on the field answer to the people in the stands. This playbook belongs to the citizens. It ensures that everyone, from the captain to the crowd, plays by the same rules.